Someone once asked the question, "How many summers do you think you have left?" Talk about a sobering question. I've never really thought about life in those terms. From birth to old age and anywhere in between, there is no guarantee as to how long we will live. Evangelist Francis Chan uses this analogy about life. He lays a rope across the stage and says, "Imagine this rope just goes on forever. Pretend it goes around the world a few times and it doesn't end, it just keeps going. Now imagine that this rope is a timeline of your existence and you just exist forever." He opens his hand and the last 3 inches of the rope is painted red, and he says this red part represents your time on earth, and you've got a few short years here on earth, and then you've got all of eternity somewhere else. We spend 3/4 of our existence on earth to get to the last quarter of life so we can really enjoy that last small part of our time here on earth. But the Bible teaches that what I do during this little red part determines how I'm going to exist for millions and millions and millions of years. So why would I spend this little red part trying to make myself as comfortable as possible, enjoying myself as much as I can? Paul says I'm going to be like a runner, just looking at that moment when I face God, because when I face Him, I don't get this chance over again. We get one chance at this life on earth, and it can end any second for any of us, and then comes eternity. We don't know how much time we have, and likewise, we don't know how much time others have as well. So time is of the essence if we are going to share our faith. With what's going on in the world today, many believe that the Lord's return is imminent. It seems obvious to even the non-believers that things are changing at a rapid pace and prophecy is being fulfilled before our eyes. While no one knows the day or the hour of the Lord's return, Scripture is clear about one thing. "For you know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. While people are saying peace and safety, destruction will come on them suddenly, as labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. But you, brothers and sisters, are not in darkness, so that this day should surprise you like a thief. So then, let's not be like others who are asleep, but let us be awake and sober." 1 Thessalonians 5, verses 2 through 6. Two things we don't know and two things we do know. We don't know when we will die, and we don't know when Jesus will return. But we do know at some point we will die, and someday Jesus will return. These thoughts should give us a sense of urgency to share the gospel with others who may not be here tomorrow. James says this in chapter 4, verses 13 through 14. "Now listen, you who say today or tomorrow we will go to this or that city, spend a year there, carry on business and make money. Why? You do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes." Compared to eternity, life here on earth is a mist. Have you ever experienced a mist? It's like a little water thrown in front of a fan. You feel the moisture, but only for a few seconds before it evaporates. I've also heard this comparison, that this life compared to eternity is like a grain of sand on all the beaches of the world. We can invest in this life so we can be comfortable and enjoy ourselves for a short time, or we can invest in eternity by sharing the gospel with others while we still have time. Let's ask God to give us a sense of urgency and opportunity to share our faith with others.